Twitter and LinkedIn go shopping for apps, Microsoft brings offline lens to iOS and Android, and where all the European investment money is going. It's Thursday, April 2nd, and this is Crunch Report. All right, remember last week we told you about Square's new cash tags, which is a hashtag-like way to easily send someone money as long as you knew their cash tag handle. Well, we haven't seen many cash tags really catching on all that much, at least not in its initial week, until today. Square founder and CEO Jack Dorsey retweeted an interesting experiment from hip-hop artist, you may know him, Ryan Leslie, who wrote on Twitter, "Test, send literally any amount to cash.me/Ryan Leslie for a private link to an unreleased music vid within 24 hours. Now, whether or not you want this specific music video from Ryan Leslie, it is an interesting strategy to allow the audience to choose what content is worth and also experiment with some exclusivity windows. And it kind of reminds me of Radiohead's In Rainbow's album release. Remember back in 2007 when the band allowed the public to pay whatever we wanted for the whole thing, and some people paid a lot and some people paid zero. Microsoft has launched a new app for iOS and as a preview on Android called Office Lens, a mobile document scanner app that ties into OneNote and lets users take photos of paper documents or receipts, business cards, even menus, things on a whiteboard, sticky notes, that kind of stuff. Office Lens works a lot like Evernote's scannable app, and it's really cool because it identifies the text on the images that it captures using something called optical character recognition, or OCR. So you can search by keyword later in OneNote or in Microsoft's cloud storage site, OneDrive. So scanned images can be converted into Word docs or PowerPoint presentations, even PDFs or JPEGs, which could be inserted into OneNote as images. OneNote launched for Windows Phone devices about a year ago, but Microsoft's now a friendlier company when it comes to other platforms. In fact, altogether, the company now offers over 100 iOS and Android apps. LinkedIn's latest push into anticipatory computing, or otherwise known as how to predict what kind of information a person needs to know before they know they need to know, includes buying and shutting down a company called Refresh.io, which is a service that highlighted facts about people in your networks right before you meet them for context, like your most recent interactions with this person or recent news mentions, kind of a way to have a profile of somebody that you either need a refresher on or you don't really know that well, so it's perfect for LinkedIn. Refresh.io had previously raised about $10 million from CRV, Redpoint, Foundation Capital, and Haystack. Terms of the sale to LinkedIn were not disclosed, although 12 of the current team of 15 will join LinkedIn at its Mountain View, California headquarters. Refresh's iOS app will be closing down on April 15th and won't be accepting any new signups. In other big company buys, littler company news, Twitter has confirmed to TechCrunch that it has acquired 10xer, a platform for developers and engineers to work together more harmoniously by using the data that engineers produce every day via GitHub or Pivotal, etc., to deliver key views, statistics, and insights for managers to make more productive decisions. 10xer will also shut down following the sale, which a source tells us was for under $50 million. The company had raised about $5 million with investors including True Ventures, Google Ventures, and Khosla. Now, living in Silicon Valley, where TechCrunch is headquartered, it's easy to consider ourselves very much in the center of tech, the center of the startup world, and for the most part, that's all true. But the Bay Area is certainly not the only place on Earth that companies grow and startups thrive and people with money invest in the future. Take, for example, London. TechCrunch editor Ingrid London, who happens to live in London, points to a new report by London and Partners that shows London saw a record $682.5 million of investment in the first 3 months of this year, which is a big rise of 66% over a year ago, and even way above the previous record of $411.62 million, which was just set in Q4 of last year. So it's a rapid growth. So at the current rate, investments in London startups are on track to break past $2 billion this year alone. To put it into perspective, just 5 years ago, London startups raised only $101 million. So London's growth is impressive, but the European market still has a long way to go to reach US-based investment numbers. But back to the center of the universe, which is right here in the TechCrunch office. literally where I'm standing. TechCrunch is looking for college students who love startups and reading TechCrunch and watching Crunch Report and the other great videos coming out of the video team here to join as team summer interns, and paid ones at that. It's a really good gig. You'll write and publish your own stories, you'll shoot videos, you'll cover startups and tech news and even how tech might fuel a passion of yours like sports or politics. Interns can work either in TechCrunch's New York or San Francisco offices, and the internship runs 10 weeks during the summer with a flexible start date. If you want this more than anything you've ever wanted before, send a short email with the subject line internship and why you want to work for TechCrunch to kat@techcrunch.com by 5 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, April 23rd. Include a resume and 6 links to published articles. Thanks in advance, future boss. And that's the report for today. I'm Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. We will see you tomorrow.